This is Watch Your Style. My name's Eric. Today I'm going to be unboxing for you and also going over the new Rolex Datejust 41. You know, Rolex came out in the Baselworld 2016. They came out with a couple different watches. I did for my last video, the Daytona stainless steel with the ceramic bezel, which is actually a very nice looking watch. But they also released for their 41mm Datejust II line, which I don't even think it's called the Datejust II anymore. But pretty much they revamped the 41, and what they did was they introduced the Jubilee bands, and then of course they put it two-tone with rose gold. So the example that I have for you today here is the two-tone Jubilee rose gold with the chocolate dial, which right off the bat for me is one of the ones that just looks, you know, the most eye-catching out of all of them, just because I tend to love the way that chocolate dials look with rose. So one of the first things that you notice is the obvious and blatant in your face is that it has a Jubilee band, which I feel like it was overdue and we were waiting for that, and I think it came out awesome. Now, a very important thing about this watch is that don't let it fool you. It's actually a whole different watch than the previous 41mm, the Datejust II. This is a total different watch. And what changes on this new Rolex Datejust Jubilee is, believe it or not, the case actually is a bit slimmer than the previous model. And the bezel, the width of the bezel, they kind of changed the angle of it to make it look, it appears to be a thinner bezel. So for some of you guys that were maybe not happy with the previous bezel, especially on the Day 2, they fixed that. So it looks a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, one of my honest opinions is that when they changed the day from the 41 to the 40, I feel like this is the case that they had to go with. These are the changes that, for me, would have just not been so rough and a different change. But here we are. This is what we got. So let's go over the movement. One of the major things that also changed with this new Datejust reference number 126331 is it features the new 32-35 caliber movement. Now, I want to tell you that this movement is completely different than the previous. It's almost exactly to the new one that comes on the Day 40. The only difference is it doesn't have a day function. And one of the main features that this new movement has, it has a 70-hour power reserve, and it runs on 4 Hertz, and it's extremely accurate. It's actually one of the most precise and best movements that Rolex has ever produced. So that's one of the new things that you get with this new model. Another thing I want to go over with before I run out of time here is the bracelet. Yes, it has a Jubilee bracelet, which is what's so special about this watch, besides all those changes I just told you. Now, when it comes to the clasp, I'm still 50-50. Part of me likes it because I feel that with the traditional oyster lock clasp, it kind of gives it more of a masculine look. But at the same time too, I kind of almost wish it would have had the hidden clasp. You know, so I'm still kind of like 50-50. I'm not sure yet if I completely like it yet, but that's that one thing that I'm not really sure about yet. I feel like other than that, the watch is amazing. You know, it looks really nice, really good looking watch. It's got an MSRP of $13,050. It's about standard pricing for this line of Rolex. You know, they're still not out yet in the pre-owned market, so I really cannot guide you yet on what to pay for a pre-owned one. But my guess would say that eventually in the future, they're gonna be probably in the area of $700 more than the standard one. You know, $700 to $1,000. That's like my rough prediction. You know, I don't know yet, we're not there yet, so we'll have to see what happens. So remember, when you hear that there's a new Datejust 41mm, it might not necessarily be referring to the Datejust II, because now we have 2 new cases. They're not interchangeable in parts, and it's a whole different watch as a whole. So as far as the watch game goes, the Oyster Perpetual Datejust 41, in my opinion, is a heavy piece for depending who's wearing it. Okay, this is very complicated. Guys, don't get offended out there. Please don't send me hate mail. Personally, if I saw some of the ladies out there wearing it, I'll be like, wow, nice looking watch. Some of the guys, not so much. I mean, it's still a nice watch, don't get me wrong. But you're not gonna be doing much bullying out there with this piece, you know. I will just call it a you know, intermediate watch game watch, maybe for the office during the day when you perhaps don't want to be so shot out, you know. If you want to really be into the heavy watch game, I mean, you got to go for a Day 2. Nevertheless, it's still a 100% quality piece, and I just, you know, I love it. I love the combination. I just see it more perhaps on my girlfriend's wrist. So if you're in the market for your next watch, send me an email at Eric, E-R-I-C, @crmjewelers.com. And if you like this video, please like and share. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel. My name is Eric. Watch your style.